Hello, beautiful souls. Today I am back and I would like to share just a little bit about my depression journey and how I did overcome, what was the first step that helped me. Because I know today, even today, like so many people are suffering from depression in silence because we call it as a mental health illness, and it's a bit scary. I have been there, and for years I was not opening up about this because I felt ashamed for the thoughts I had and the situation I needed to deal with it. And today I just want to tell you, first of all, that now thinking back of my depression, it was one of the biggest blessing of my life, because I did learn that when our soul wants to expand and heal, sometimes drama, catastrophe, and so-called bad experiences comes our way just to help us that our soul can expand. Because I do believe today that every so-called negative experience we're facing, it helps our soul to evolve, and it helps you to become the best version of yourself. So I can say that today I can say that my depression, it was a big blessing in my life. And since then actually I did open up for a very beautiful spiritual journey, and through this I learned to forgive. Through this I learned to love myself unconditionally, and through this depression I did learn to be the best version of myself and this beautiful woman I am today. So a bit of backstory about my depression. Back then I did believe that of course nobody did love me. So even though I was surrounded by people who they did love me, but the thoughts I was thinking in my mind and the pity for myself, and that I felt so sorry for myself, it did stop me. And the hate I felt towards others, it did stop me to have a peaceful night's sleeps. So beside that, I had some health challenges. My first symptoms of my depression was that for 6-7 months I didn't sleep at all during the night. I remember looking at the wall and the ceiling, and by the morning my eyes was like a frog eyes, because all I could do to cry and cry. Back then I did believe that one of the reasons of my depression, it was like I did blame everyone around me. I could find in anyone something that I'm suffering because of my depression. Of course today I know that I was out of alignment with my soul back then. Now I know, but back then I did believe that my then boyfriend left me for someone else. I remember, and even then, I remember I used to date someone and he was married, but he was going through, he knew that he's gonna divorce, but he did never tell me that he loves me so much that I am his girlfriend. And I did believe in my mind that he's my man. And when there was a time, because we was very honest with each other, and I did never tell him actually that I am suffering with pain what he's doing. I was always keeping in me. And I remember when he was telling me that he's sleeping with a prostitute, that did damage me inside, because I did once again I did believe that everyone else is more beautiful, more enough, more lovable than me. And in my mind, I was creating this, that I'm in a relationship, but that wasn't even true. And I'm very grateful for him. And we are still in a friendship. Obviously, he was divorcing after that, but we went through these things. But I am so grateful for him, because through him, I was thinking that my depression started. And in the same time, I could not forgive my sister. Because it just happened that one of my sisters started to date someone and be in a relationship with a man who I used to date. And I didn't wanted nothing from that man, but my depression got even worse when I did believe that even my sister, it doesn't love me. And even that my sister used the situation, because I remember things like, oh, let's go out for a drink, and then my sister did mention, oh, maybe you can call your friend, I'm not saying his name, but and then I did. I was so naive, and I did believe that it's just for friendship. And I realized that my sister used to lie to me and was using me to get more closer to him. Today I love my sister and I totally forgive her, and maybe I can make a different video about forgiveness. And but back then I hated my sister, and all this hate and anger, and this involved again that I remember my mom used to say that it's the man's fault. And even that my mom was saying this, it did make me even be more depressed, because I felt that my mom is on my sister's side and not on my side. And the list goes on, and the list goes on, but I was so ill and so depressed. And in the meantime, just before I got very depressed, I had a car accident, and I remember I felt on an ice and I did hit my brain, and then all these things came to my life in a matter of like 1-2 years, and it was so hard to deal with it, and I felt so unloved, and I hated myself. I used to look in the mirror and I hated myself, that nobody loves me, that everyone is just lying to me, that everyone is using me. And I went so deep with this that I remember that my body went so weak from no sleep nights, from anger, from sadness, and from suicidal thought, because I felt like the only way out of my depression is if I kill myself. And I remember even thinking, oh my gosh, if I kill myself and it's gonna be successful, then at least my mom is gonna suffer, and she deserves it because she loves my sister more. I said to myself that my sister, she will never be happy again because she did this to me. And I remember when somehow my ex-man would find out that I killed myself, and I was even starting to write these letters which I'm gonna leave in my pocket for the people to feel bad, and because I wanted to kill myself so badly, and it's their fault. And I remember that one day when I don't want to give you tips what went in my mind to kill yourself, but I remember when I was there, in me and my soul was always like hoping that something is going to stop, because deep inside in me I didn't want to die. I didn't want to die because even then my soul wanted to grow and wanted to involve with this, but back then I didn't understand. So how I got into a hospital, and then probably in the next video I'm gonna share more about this. But it was so painful. But if you're going through situations like this, please believe that this is temporary, and just hold on to that feeling of killing yourself or keeping yourself very sad, because it is going to end. I promise you that if you just hold on just a bit more, and if you just do something, a very tiny thing to feel a little bit better, or when those thoughts, which they are real, I did truly believe that I am the ugliest woman on this earth planet. I am the only person who doesn't believe love. That was real in my mind back then. But I want you to know, just a little bit change, just a little bit change the way you feel. And I want you to know that you are such a beautiful soul. And I didn't believe this back then. I'm telling you now that there is a way out of any kind of depression. And everything what happened with me, I can say that all these things, all these things, they helped me to become who I am today. And in the next video, I'm going to start to share how I got into a hospital, and when they diagnosed me with the mental illness, how that felt. It was something so hard. And I want you to know, if you are diagnosed with depression, just because they call it mental illness, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be free from this. I am a testimony of this. I went through the darkest period of my life, and today I am free from all those medication. And today I have peace inside in me. And I'm going to share in the next video the moments and the days when I found out that I am suffering with mental illness. And I kept it quiet for so long because I was ashamed to talk about it. But today I want to open up about this, because I know out there many people suffer with this. And please, if you suffer with this, go and seek professional help. That is the first thing you can do. And then be open and ask the Creator or whoever you believe in to show you the way out, because there is a way out. Okay? And don't forget that you are not alone in this, and I'm here for you. You can contact me, and yes, I'm here to hear you out, to talk with you, and I want to be a safe space for you to open up, because I've been there. I might not experience exactly what you experience, because our journey is different and is so unique, but we can understand each other. And this is why I opened this channel, to share love, light and kindness, and inspire you to forgive yourself. Okay? Because there is light at the end of the tunnel. And I know that being depressed and those suicidal thoughts, those sadness what you're going through, they feels real, and they are real. But I promise you there is a way out of it. And I can't wait to share with you in the next video how I ended up in the hospital, and the little step did help me to overcome depression. Until then, I send you so much love, and know that you are loved. I love you so much. I send you a big hug, and I want you to know that you matter. Okay? I send you so much love, and create a beautiful life, even in the difficult moments, moment by moment. Mwah.